While the tone of the factory dual exhaust in the 2024 Mustang GT isn't so bad, it does lack in volume. Now in previous generations, we know installing a Resonator delete is a great way to get more volume out of the stock exhaust, so today we're going to give it a shot on our 24 Mustang GT. We're going to be installing the Accelatec H pipe Resonator delete. Now this is a stainless steel piece. It'll be a direct replacement for the factory Resonator. That will require cutting for installation, but it's going to sound a lot better and also shave some weight off our car. Now, this is available in an H pipe shown here and also in an X pipe, which we'll install in a future video. Before we jump into the installation video, if you have any questions about the tools we're using, check out cjponyparts.com/tools or click the link up in the corner for a free exclusive PDF and video showing you the tools you should have in your toolbox and how to safely and properly use them. So we finally found an actual practical use for the remote rev feature. I can actually stand behind the car now and rev it and hear the factory exhaust for myself behind the car and not inside like normal. So if you're regular on our channel, you probably know there's two ways you can do a Resonator delete on an S550 or S650 chassis. First, you can do it with the exhaust on the car and simply carefully cut the pipes out. The other way is to take the catback off. Since removing the catback isn't terribly difficult, if you have some help, that's the way I'm going to recommend doing it. So we're going to remove our catback as our first step. So the 650 has this new pan that comes in from the back. Start by removing these two screws and we're going to bend the bracket forward out of the way. Next, remove these two bolts for the rear hangers. And then hook from the subframe. Next, we're going to loosen up the front clamps. Before we do that though, bend these tabs out so the clamps can slide back. Now loosen, but don't remove these. Now we're going to slide the clamps back and then slide the entire cat back off, remove it as one piece. You will need an additional set of hands for this. You want to have someone hold the mufflers in the back while I'm going to do the front. So now grab your Resonator delete, line up the front pipes, and basically draw a line at the back here. All right, grab a tape measure and basically measure 2 inches in from each of those lines. And that's going to be our cut line. Now we're going to grind this clean, get rid of any kind of sharp edges. Now grab a Resonator delete, install the supplied clamps, make sure the curve's on the passenger side and connect to the tailpipes. We're just going to snug up the clamps. We'll make final adjustments on the car. Now you're going to carefully lift it into place. Remember, the clamps are only snugged, so the mufflers may move. So adjust the tailpipes and mufflers to the tips to where you want them in the valance, and then tighten down the clamps from the resonator delete to the tailpipes. And then rehang the exhaust hanger hooks and install the bolts. And reinstall the belly pan screws, and their installation is finished. All right, let's use the remote rev to hear how it sounds. Huge difference, let's take it for a ride. Even though we're still limited by the factory mufflers, the H-pipe resonator delete from Accelatec gave our Mustang a lot more volume. Now again, we are going to do an X-pipe installation as well, so keep an eye on the channel, and then we'll do an X versus H comparison to decide which sound is right for your 24 Mustang GT.